Week
hi.
3. Sip
Here we
happens.
go. We
Let's
did
jump
it.
right into it.
How you
I will
doing?
say I have had this week in particular has been a very always midlife, but heavy on the motherhood week for me. And I don't
What's
know if
going on?
you've experienced that at all. Like the world
Never.
to me has been so heavy on
No, everything's
motherhood.
everything's so light and airy.
It's just, I feel like there's so much happening. And every time it's like 3 steps forward, 27 steps back, and you think you're doing all the things right and everything you should be doing. I dumped both my kids over in a cart running errands today, just both of them, just straight to the ground. Just really not that all the steps backwards in motherhood this week. It was just, they're both fine. They're great. They're great. I think it was a more scared than hurt kind of situation. But it's just been like a heavy motherhood week. Just a lot on the motherhood. And I don't
Yeah.
want to blame anyone else because I'm the mother, but also school has given them 5 days off this week to make up for snow days that we didn't have. And I'm like, that's just,
Excessive.
no, they're in
It's
school.
excessive.
That's your job. I'm so appreciative of our teachers and the school system. But when they give them back to me, when I had a plan that they were supposed to be in school, it makes it kind of turns the volume up a little bit for
So
me.
what's the school situation? So no school today, Friday of
No
Memorial
school.
Day.
So a little timestamp for our listeners. We are recording on a Friday. No school on Friday. No school Monday for Memorial Day, obviously. And then a bonus, no school Tuesday, because they were like, why not? Enjoy, which I love that the teachers and the people in the school administration are getting a long break, very well deserved. But we found out about these extended days a matter of weeks ago. And we were like, oh. And I guess if you're a family who's traveling for the holiday weekend, that's probably really fun. But
Yeah.
we live on a lake. We're not going anywhere. We're at the destination. So it's just a lot of extra days
And it's
of
also
motherhood
not
this
great weather
week.
this weekend. It's 48 where I am and rainy. You're
Same.
an hour away from me, which is not
I had a
no
beanie on
different.
this morning. I was wearing
Yeah.
fleece lined leggings yesterday.
Yeah. It's not even a long, enjoyable type of situation. That's a lot. Where were you at this morning? Well, you
That I
weren't at
dumped my
Target
children over in
because
a
you don't go
cart.
to Target anymore. Yeah, we're
It
doing
wasn't,
grocery
was,
shopping.
I mean, I bet you could guess. We were at TJ Maxx, obviously. Naturally. We were looking for some Father's Day gifts, Spencer, if you were listening.
Oh,
We didn't
that's
find
early.
anything
Oh, okay.
for our visually impaired or people who are just listening. I'm winking very awkwardly right now. Yeah, but it was just one of those situations, and I think that it was insult to injury because twice this week I have been running errands with the kids, and we're very much always a knees or butt, knees or butt. Like you can't just stand and free roam in the cart and on a boat wherever you are. It's knees or booty. Like you got to have some sort of balance and stabilization. And twice this week at the at 2 different grocery stores, someone came up to me both times while I was checking out, and my daughter was reaching over, standing up, trying to help me
Oh
check
gosh.
out, and scolded me for letting her stand. And I had like turned my back, and I get it. Like they don't want the kid falling out of the cart on their watch, and I fully understand it. But I think because that had happened literally twice this week, and then I went to the store, and both of my kids were in the basket part. They were riding along and they were being great. Like every time we stopped the cart, it was okay to stand up while mama was, stopped. If we moved, it was knees or booty, and the cart had just stopped and they both stood up, and I turned to look at something and they both went to one side to look at something together, and the full weight just went to the side with them, and they've just
Oh God.
flopped right over. And
Oh
they're both
gosh.
perfectly fine, but it was very scary, of course.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
fall, and it was noisy. They fell into a rack of belts, so it was all this like clanging. So much happening in the middle of TJ Maxx. So there's like people hovering around me. And it's amazing in those moments how like you just go into a bubble. And it was me, my kids. I didn't care. There was a man standing there trying to help, asking if we were okay. And I was like, I need to make sure they're okay. I appreciate you being here, but like I can't acknowledge you right now. I need to make sure that they're actually okay before I know what sort of help or outside sources I need. So heavy motherhood week,
A
just all
lot.
the things that I'm like, it's a lot. It's a
Well,
lot.
hopefully you can order some pizza tonight. Like order
Uh,
out. Don't be like cooking at home. Do whatever you need to do
No,
for
no, it's a red
self-preservation.
wine and pizza night. I think you're right. Maybe a big
Yeah.
salad. Yeah. And then my heart was also just hurting for other moms a lot this week. You sent me something from Erin Andrews' podcast that
Yeah. I just love her. And so I'm just thinking about, even back when I was at Northwestern, like I always wanted to be into sports broadcasting. My majored in art, radio, TV, film. All of my internships were at Comcast Sportsnet, ABC7. And so Erin Andrews was always this vision, someone I looked up to because I wanted to be an on-air sports broadcaster. And so I've just been following her career for years. And it's incredible to see like her story arc through crazy stalker situations. She had cervical
Insane.
cancer. She had like all these different things going on. Remember that like
Yeah.
years ago, she had like a peeping Tom. It was,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was insane.
Insane.
But
And she's
all
always
these,
been someone who is just so candid, so transparent, so like, no, you're not going to blackmail me. I am fully, I will take ownership of all of this. So beyond just being like, yeah, you obviously have this connection with the sports thing. I never wanted to be a sports broadcaster, but I think as even as just a woman, she's someone that
yeah.
people admire and look up to.
But I love her podcast called Calm Down. It's with
Hmm.
her and Krista Thompson, um, who's another on-air NFL analyst. She does ABC, Amazon Prime. I love her for other reasons. But what I was texting you about and what I was just wanted to share was, you just never really know, I guess, what's going on behind the scenes. And the other reason why I continued to fall in love with Erin Andrews. So, Erin, if you ever hear this, come on, you can be my first guest. You need an intern? I'll join. Join you. Was for the past 2 years, her being so transparent and sharing her fertility journey and her fertility struggles, and I was able to listen to that in real time as she was going through that. And I just appreciated that because I was having a very mirrored experience. She was very, very public with surrogacy, and she would just really, really, open the kimono in terms of what it means to be a surrogate. Like, I've never gone down the surrogacy route. I just was dealing with IVF stuff. But in a very similar vein, I just so appreciated her candidness in terms of just the emotional toll it takes on you when you are trying to get pregnant and you just never really know what's going on behind the scenes. And anyway, she shared a clip this week, which is public, on, her Calm Down pod about they're trying to have a second kid via surrogate, and her surrogate miscarried, which is common. And she's like, you just never know. She's like, I can do it with a broken heart, channeling Taylor. And,
Yeah.
Women, you just never know like the things that we carry behind the scenes. And you just continue to go out into the world and put on a brave face. And, you could literally be miscarrying and have to go on a red carpet. I mean, I don't know if you choose to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that, but
I mean,
like
Halsey was
there
very
are,
open about doing that. She had a miscarriage, and she's spoken very openly. Her all male team was like, "You good?" and put her in just an adult diaper and sent her out on stage to
diaper.
perform because women are expected to do everything, to just. I remember my first miscarriage. I miscarried on a Sunday, and I went to work that Monday. And hey, Duke,
Hi,
surprise
Kat.
cat appearance. I physically was feeling okay. I'd already, my body naturally miscarried, and I think everything had kind of processed through me. But I didn't realize it was an option to stay home from work, an option to take time, an option to, give myself emotional and mental time to recover because I just went to work. I think part of me
Yeah.
thought I would be fine and it would be a good distraction to go to work. And then I got to work and I made it maybe like an hour into the day. And I went into my boss's office and was sobbing and was like, I'm sorry. And I very bluntly was like, I had a miscarriage yesterday and I thought I would be okay today, but I need to go home. And he was
Wow.
like, oh, okay. And I just left and I kind of walked past my whole team. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I was working in
Yeah.
two different roles in the same office at the time. So I had two different teams that I walked past and was like, I'm going to be gone for the rest of the day, and just left because it takes time. It's so much to process, and it's not just, and that's something that you and I have spoken about a lot with IVF. The embryos that I have, that my husband and I have, we don't look at them as children. I don't think that they're all my future children, but they're
No.
all hope. They are all hope that we could have a child. And any miscarriage, any loss, IVF cycle that doesn't work, any natural pregnancy that doesn't, go to full term, it's all a loss of hope. And I think that is to be able to share that openly and candidly with such a platform like Erin Andrews has makes a huge, huge difference to people who don't know that they can talk about it openly and don't
Yeah.
know that there's other people who have felt what they are feeling, because it is a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. And even hearing about the surrogacy route, it just also opened my eyes to the, if you are, I don't want to say like privileged to have that, but it is, just another kind of expense and another type of investment and able to do that. But just the emotional toll, and like, I always wonder about like the relationship that you have with your surrogate afterwards. And I
It's a
think,
lifetime partnership for so many
yeah, they
people.
still stay in touch, but like, also, like, do you use, what else I'm not clear on is like, do you use the same surrogate or do you try different ones depending on if that surrogate
So
was able
that's
to
something that Erin
carry?
actually spoke about. She said that this was her second surrogate, and the first surrogate had also had a miscarriage. And I don't remember. I
Yeah,
didn't read any
yeah,
going into details of why she switched or what that looks
yeah.
like. But yeah, I don't know. I've never had to explore the surrogacy route either. And there's so many different facets to the infertility club, and it's a terrible club that nobody wants to be in, but you feel such a sense of community when you are in that club that it's okay to talk about it, that it's okay to, I even feel super, super lucky. I feel like I'm on
Mm-hmm.
the amazing side of infertility
Mm-hmm.
because I had fantastic retrieval numbers. We're 2 for 2 for our kids. We've had complications, but I feel so blessed hearing about people who have done multiple retrievals, multiple transfers, nothing sticking. And I'm like, I have infertility, but I also have 2 healthy, amazing children. Like it's such a
Yeah.
spectrum of I'm in this club, but I feel better off than so many people that are beside me. It's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough. My
I
heart goes
know.
out to so many people that want to be parents and are struggling to get there. And then, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is another thing that was super heavy. Sorry, this is going to be like such
No.
a heavy episode unintentionally, but
It's
Adriana
real.
Smith in Georgia, there are people who are being kept alive
Oh,
as
yeah. It's insane.
machines to produce life
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
they are not even alive. And it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Well, another topic which is exactly along this line is Handmaid's Tale, because that was something else I had on like a note, a post-it note to like talk about, or just that I wanted to just gab is, so I started Handmaid's Tale season one when I was, I think, right either when I was pregnant with Max, I think started in like 2019, definitely when I just had him. And so watching Handmaid's Tale, at least the first season when you are postpartum with your child is, I highly do not recommend
Heavy.
it. Please do
Heavy.
not do that because
That
it
is
is
not
just
some
so
lighthearted
triggering.
television. No.
Oh, it is so triggering. But now it's on its final season. And so I'm back in the Handmaid's Tale bandwagon. And it is just, it's a reality show. The sickness is how it just feels like a reality show. But I mean, it's political or not, it is completely, and I have so many feels about it. And I think it's also changed as the seasons have evolved because, for someone who has, like me, who has been wanting to have a second kid for several years now, and it just hasn't worked out for a variety of reasons, the way that the show is like triggering to me and makes me feel it like almost makes you feel like less of like a woman or a human or healthy if you are unable to have a child, because in the show you are an outcast, you get sent out to the colonies, you are completely worthless
Yeah.
unless you are fertile
Your
and unless you can
value
have a
is
kid.
in making babies.
And like, I know it's a show, but like it really brings up a lot of insane
But
themes.
they didn't come up with that theme on this show. That theme exists in the world. There's so much of that in what we are taught, what we are, what we consume, other shows, news, everything. Handmaid's Tale didn't come up with it. They just presented it in a package that more people are entertained by and engaged by. It is not a new theme in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, Handmaid's Tale was like, I was really into it this week because I think they're on season or episode, I don't know, 9 or something, because the new Taylor's version
Dun,
of
dun, dun.
Reputation premiered with, I think, the season finale, or maybe it was the next season finale. I'm not that caught up yet. And of course, my Taylor TikTok was going off about um, when is the new Taylor's version of
Of
Reputation
course.
coming out, which
Of
I remember
course.
we
And
were
all of
talking
the
about
little
in,
bits and pieces.
but it just, I mean, the whole Taylor, the whole Swiftie universe just never ceases to amaze me in terms of the lore and the numerology and the conspiracy theories, and everyone's like blowing up and going crazy because she changed one word of her song from, to hotter. And it's like, okay, like I get it, cool. Swifties
Yeah.
don't come for me. I love it. I love her.
But even
But
she
that
has
was kind
said that
of,
they've uncovered numerology and things that she didn't even realize existed in her own lyrics and her own songs. And she's like, whoa, it's amazing. So
but like I
it's
just
not so
love her. I just
surprising.
love that she I just find her so smart. I think she's so strategic. She is, and for her to debut that song on Handmaid's Tale for that episode was just like kind of a under the radar chef's kiss because she's been under the radar for a while. She's like in hiding, given
She's someone who very
her Blake
much,
spat.
she embodies yeah, I don't care if you're talking about me. Like, I'm not wasting time talking or thinking about you kind of vibe, which she publicly had with the Kardashians. She's publicly having with our current president, where he's talking about her and she's like, what are you even talking about? Like, what? I'm just over here dropping songs on award-winning television shows. So I just think I would love to be more like that. I aspire to. I'm sure there's people talking behind my back that I don't know about. So in that sense, I don't care because I don't know what's happening. But yeah, there's such a kind of a cool confidence to her that
Speaking of cool girls, did you comment on my t-shirt? Isn't this cool? Is this
wow.
awesome? I am on the Stevie Nicks train.
I love it.
Can you believe I ordered this on Etsy from this very specific person in the UK? Because the UK and Australia loves Stevie Nicks. And so
Cool.
I am completely in my Stevie Nicks era. I'm continuing to read her very, very, very long and very impressive biography, listening to all of her music. I am so all in on all things Stevie. She's my girl.
You're in your
She's
Stevie
my
era.
queen. I know. She's just so
I am
good.
very much in my sweatpants are all that fit me right now era, which I'm fine with. I'm loving. But I also think it's partially the weather to blame. It's like the time of month, but also the weather.
Well, the
So
weather's disgusting.
it's syncing up nicely.
I have been on a quest for the perfect pair of new baggy jeans.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with the brand AYR
Okay.
all year round.
Did you ever go into the barrel jeans?
No,
Okay, neither did I. Neither did I.
I don't think that's really my vibe.
Yeah.
I used to do all boot cuts. I mean, the amount of jeans I used to have, and I still do, but
Barrel
I've been
jeans, I
looking
just don't understand. It's like boot cut, but then they flip the boot, so the boot is at your knee.
It's like they should call them
What
like
are you making?
bow-legged
What are you
jeans.
making room for? I'm sure some people love barrel jeans, but I don't understand why my knees need more room. What do they mean? What are they doing in there?
I don't know, barrels.
I don't
They're
know.
just. I think they'd actually look really funny on you because you're just so tall and you have like these like.
I think my
gumby
legs would be too long. Yeah.
They'd just be like. I
It would
feel
be
like they'd
odd.
be like bow-legged. I don't know. Like
That's what they look like to me. Some people have been able to pull them off in a cute way, but I'm like, I know there would be like one outfit that I could pull off, and it's not worth investing in a new pair of jeans for that. I also have way too many jeans, so it doesn't matter. But how is your quest going? Are you specifically looking for this brand, or are you just looking for this style and hoping it's this brand?
Specific on style,
Okay.
and I have found a pair that I love. So I looked at AYR, I looked at Mother, I looked at Cezanne, I looked at every expensive fancy jean from $100 jeans to $550 jeans. And the winner, I'll do a review. I'll text you a picture of it and the winner, and I'll text everyone a picture.
Okay, we'll put it on socials.
Text everyone. I'll just text all my friends on this pod. The Gap. I cannot believe
You called it last week. You said you were going to fall into the Gap.
I got the pair in the mail and I was like, I could already tell just looking at them. I'm like, the feel super soft, baggy in the right areas, 2 rips in the knee. I ordered a size.
Did they line up with the knee correctly?
That's a good question. I think they're a little. Yeah, no, they're okay.
They're good. Okay.
I'm 5'7", so like I feel like what are you 5?
My knees are always. I'm 5'10". My knees are always in the wrong spot. Yeah.
Wow, I never realized that how tall you are.
Yeah.
Even though we have the same name and the same size shoe.
I am.
So.
Yeah, that is nice. We have shared shoes before. That's true.
But the Gap, so soft. I don't know, soft, baggy. I think they might have been a whopping $49.99, and I am so thrilled.
The best.
Again, I would pay money for jeans, of course, because it's like you live in them, and a good pair of jeans is a good pair of jeans. So it's not about the money. It's about I tried a bunch of other ones. I don't know. What else did I look at? Jenny Kane, Acne. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of those you're just paying extra for the brand name. It's not made better. It's not going to last you any longer.
No, I notice. I don't know. I notice it like jeans. I notice it. Denim. I notice a difference. Like I am again, my holy grail of denim is AYR. It's the best jeans I've ever had. And
never tried them on. Never been inside a pair.
They're mostly D2C, no stores in New York. They have 1 store, maybe 2 stores, mostly in LA. And their jeans just like I don't know, they sell out, but I love them. They're soft, they fit so well. They give me a little bit of a curve, they suck you in.
Nice.
But I also am very specific about the length of the jean. I'm
Okay.
actually really
Okay.
loving like an ankle length because if they're too long, I don't wear heels anymore. So I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
a long denim. They need to be kind
Where
of
was
cropped.
you have, is it Reformation? You have a really soft pair of jeans that I
Rag and bone.
love. Rag and
Rag and
Bone.
bone.
Rag and
I
Bone. I knew
got
it was an
those
R.
gems from the
They're so soft.
what's the outlet outside Woodbury Common.
Yep.
Rag and Bone outlet is superb. I always find deals there or just like great finds. That's where I got my Tom Ford jacket. I got a
Oh yeah.
YSL
Yeah.
bag. I mean, and half the stuff there, it's discounted, but it's still quite,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
It's some of it's
you're
still
still
pricey.
paying.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to Woodbury in a while. The best time to go is like a completely off. I mean, who has the time for that? But if you could go to Woodbury and be like on a day like maybe today, kind of rainy, gross, when no one wants to be outside, so it's empty. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've been there.
We debated doing an outlet shopping spree on our drive back from seeing Taylor in Canada.
Mm.
But we instead just stopped at the Tim Hortons in the outlet center to get
Priorities.
our Tim Hortons fix and didn't. I mean, it was a solid lineup of stores that they had, though. We considered
Tim
it.
Hortons, like I don't get it. Like I
Well,
don't
yeah.
get it's the
Hmm.
Dunkin' Donuts of Canada.
It wasn't really anything to write home about.
No,
It
I
ticked
mean
the
the
box.
coffee
We
was like
tried it.
eh. The donut was like fine. I don't know. I did. I think I even got like a breakfast sandwich there. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's probably like going to Sparrow's when you visit New York, you know? It's not the best pizza you're gonna have, but like, cool, I went to Sparrow's. I don't
Sbarro's still around?
I think so. I don't know.
That's like at a mall. When you go, wait, did you just say when I go to New York, you go to Sbarro's?
What else are you gonna do? It's not gonna
Joe's
be when you go to
Pizza?
New York and go to no, because that's not comparable to Tim Hortons.
Oh, like a
I'm trying to think of the Tim Hortons comparison.
Dunkin'
Not like the
Donuts?
best pizza in New York. No.
This is an awful comparison. Tim Hortons is to Dunkin' Donuts. I feel like that's the proper. No?
Yeah, but no one. So maybe if you're visiting Boston and you go to Dunkin' Donuts, because I don't think you come
Oh,
to
okay.
the United
Yeah.
States and you're like Dunkin' Donuts, the coffee
Yeah.
of the Americas, you know. But Tim Hortons is like Canada,
Tim Hortons
or
is
maybe it's
Canada.
not.
Maybe that's just what Americans think when we think of.
We may have to edit something out shortly.
No, it's our cats. But
It's not our
this-
cats.
Oh, hi. Hi, Cinderella. How you doing, girl?
You're not. Say hi.
I miss you, Emmy. How are you, girlfriend?
Can you hear?
Good. Good. Can I come over sometime? Yeah. You gotta take care of your mama, okay? She's tired. You be a good girl for her.
Emmy's
Maybe
been a
tonight
great
you can
listener
make
this
dinner.
week. I told
Oh,
Aunt Stephanie
I'd
that you
love to
fell
hear that.
over in the cart at the store. Was that scary?
Yeah.
Did you get hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got hurt? Your fingers. Are they better
Oh,
now?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, go watch Cinderella. I'll come down in a minute.
I just wanted to come.
You want to come where?
You.
I know, but Aunt Stephanie and Mom are working.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
My big girl, can you close the door behind you, please? Thank you.
We can just put a little a flower on her face.
Cute little face flower. Thank you, Cinderella.
You know what I don't get with like people who don't, and this is not a knock to you, but people who don't want to show their kids on social media, completely respect that, get that.
Yeah.
But then they still just will have massive accounts of their families and what they're doing with their kids, and they'll just like blur the kid's face out. You know,
Yeah,
like,
they
I guess
still
it's like,
put the kids in everything.
yeah, so it's
And they
like
just don't show their faces.
you want to show that you're having ice cream with you and your daughter,
Yeah.
but you don't want to show her face. And you guys are both taking a selfie with your ice cream cones. So you still really, really want to share that picture. So you just blur out her face. It's like, what?
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, what's the point of sharing a photo? Like, what do you have to share?
Yeah, I don't
or
know. I feel
prove?
like
don't know.
so my Spencer and I decided that we didn't want to put our kids out on social media, and that's what Stephanie is referring to. And we have not put their faces on social media, but when I'm my brain is sort of on board with that, you know? So when I'm in a moment where we're out having ice cream and I want to share, you know, first ice cream of the season or whatever, I'll take a picture of our hands holding the ice cream
Right.
cones or something like that, you know?
Perfect.
So I'm very intentional about it. So I don't relate to that. I'm like, you're just making extra work for yourself. You have a choice to not take that picture or to crop them out if you don't
Yeah,
want them in the
that
picture,
was
but
more
you're
of my
choosing.
point. Yes,
Yeah.
that was where my
It
point
just,
was like completely respectful of the no kids on social media. 100% your approach of if you want to share a moment, share their hands in the moment versus
there's
like
so
a
many other things you can
selfie
share. Yeah.
and then blocking out their
It
face.
feels like you're just making it more complicated for yourself.
Kind of. Yeah, that was my
Just
point.
making it more work. Yeah.
Wait, I want to get back to the brand piece because you made me think about someone on LinkedIn did a question that was what are 3 brands that you are irrationally loyal to? And I was like dying because I was starting to think of like all the different brands that I have a bizarre loyalty to for some good reasons, some not so great reasons. I asked Craig, and right off the bat, he got 3 of them. I'm like, oh, of course, you know, you're my husband. So what are 3 or more brands that you are irrationally loyal to? And I was trying to guess what yours would be, and the only thing I could think of was TJ Maxx. I
Yeah.
was going to say Costco, but I don't know how loyal. I feel like you like Costco.
Yeah, we go to Costco, but like I don't mind going to BJ's or Sam. We got the Costco membership. I'm trying to think of things that like I talk to other people about and I try to get other people on with it. And I think one is strangely the Oura ring.
Oh, that's a good
Very,
one.
very loyal. Like I
That's
got
a
this
good
for
one.
my employee
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Aw.
Like it's
That's a
something
good
that I
one.
was
I
like, I
forgot
need.
about that. That's, of course, that.
Very, very loyal
Yes.
to that. Very loyal to Aldi for grocery shopping.
I've
I
never been
think
to an Aldi.
so. We hadn't until maybe a year ago, maybe 2. And now my husband is like, we have to drive the extra 20 minutes to get our groceries there because we cannot get them somewhere else. Like it's like kind of the mentality of I know they just have such good deals. And if I know I'm paying $2 extra to get my groceries from ShopRite versus getting them from Aldi, I can't. Like I'll wait until I go to Aldi to get whatever it is
Is
on the
the
list.
selection, is it good? I mean,
It's
just a
good enough.
general
We can't get
question. Good
everything
enough.
there. We can't get, so we're very much a bulk items from Costco, everyday groceries, produce from Aldi family. That's our
I
vibe.
don't know.
What are your loyalty brands?
So the brands I immediately thought of through a total consumer lens was the first brand I thought of was the Chicago Bears. I'll just always love the Bears. It's not necessarily, it is a brand, so, right? Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Illuminati's,
Yeah, of course. We have one in our
of
freezer still.
course.
We ate one of them that you
Yes.
sent us. We still have one.
Chicago Bears, Illuminati's, Walgreens. So I will always prefer a Walgreens to any other pharmacy. Like and by contrast, I will not go into a Rite Aid. I refuse to go into a Rite Aid. I've been
Interesting.
horrified by Rite Aid situations in New York. So Chicago Bears,
That's very
Illuminati's,
interesting and specific.
Walgreens, and all 3 of those brands are Chicago brands, unsurprisingly.
I didn't know Walgreens was Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So I think it was also that. United. I'm very loyal to United.
Okay.
Mercedes. I refuse to get any other car for better or for worse. Very loyal to Mercedes. Likely because I just grew up, my dad had one, and I just love mine. I said Amex, but I don't know if that's just because that's where we just are loyal to it from a credit card and points perspective. But Amex
They're
always
good,
seems
though.
to treat
They're
us
great.
right. Yeah, yeah. We book all our travel through them. We collect all of our points. So
Yep.
Amex Travel. Or
Good
just
place to be
Amex.
loyal.
And then Nike. Very loyal to Nike. I just have always loved Nike. Loyal to their shoes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I was asking Craig, I'm like, what are you loyal to? I'm like, Chelsea football, Land Rover. I thought he'd be loyal to Amazon, but he's like, no, it's just for convenience. I'm like, yeah. So it's like one of those other questions, like something I didn't think of was like Verizon, because it's the only phone company I've ever had my entire life, but I don't know if I'm loyal to them because I actually like the brand and their service.
That's like saying
or if I'm just
you're loyal to
completely
Apple.
grandfather. But so Apple was another huge one. Again, it was on LinkedIn, so a lot of the community was very through the lens of like marketing. Nike, Apple, Trader Joe's was like everywhere.
Interesting.
MX was up there too. What else? Lego. So a lot of people mentioning Lego.
Interesting.
A lot of people mentioning Tide detergent.
Okay.
Specifically Crest toothpaste over others.
You know what I will say? This is a random one. Ben and Jerry's. I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but if I'm buying ice cream, I will buy Ben and Jerry's.
Someone also had nail polish, so I only use OPI, not SC. And I just got my nails done for the first time in ages. And I'm thinking, like, I go into a nail salon and I like my colors, but I'm not specific in terms of vegan nail polish or the
No.
OPI versus SC. I'm like, whatever's available.
I
don't
pick
even care.
entirely, and I say this as someone who hasn't had her nails done in probably 2 years, entirely based
What?
on the name of the nail polish. Yeah, I never get my nails done. I also have a 3-year-old who loves using the Expressi that dries in 6 seconds or whatever it is. So we just do fake manis at home all the time.
I was sitting next to this girl. I never talk to anyone at nail salons ever. It's like, don't like headphones.
No.
Even if I even have my buds in,
Yeah,
and
no,
I
no,
might
no.
not be listening to anything. It's like soundproofing. But I
No.
was striking up a conversation with a girl next to me because like my nails were just in disarray. She was getting gels on, and I'm like, these women have just these beautiful nails. I'm like, how do you guys like function with these gorgeous, gorgeous gels
It's
and long
amazing.
nails?
So long, so
How do you
decorative.
type? And like I don't even like, how do you do that? Mine are like
They get
cut
used
the
to it.
shortest they can be cut.
You're used to it. I got scolded. My daughter told me that I scratched her and needed to cut my nails. I was like, I'm so sorry.
I love. Have you ever had a gel manicure? Oh my gosh, who are you?
Everything. I haven't had a haircut in probably a year. My self-care is low maintenance and lacking. I should probably invest in these things.
So on the self-care, low maintenance, literally, I will send it to you via Amazon. I will gift it to you. Is the new Olay Super Serum. So you can get it at Walgreens
Okay.
or wherever your desired, drugstore is. And
Sure.
it's, I mean, I think
Just
it's like
not
50
Rite Aid.
bucks.
Never Rite
Just
Aid.
not right. Do not go to Rite Aid. But I've taken, and it's like the best 5 different ingredients all in one. You got your AHA, your vitamin C, your hyaluronic, and I'm loving it because look how
Okay.
glowy my skin looks.
That looks fantastic.
It's
I've
glowy
been
'cause I make
using,
fun.
and this is so sad. I'm not even gonna remember. Cetaphil, but it's like Healthy Renew is their line. It's
That was
really,
another
really good.
brand that came up with Cetaphil.
Cetaphil
People who
Healthy
are just
Renew
dedicated.
night cream has been a good because I don't use a lot of stuff. I just got a new Peter Thomas Roth under eye cream that I'm excited to try because I mean I remember when we were getting ready to go to Taylor, I like put on my outfit and turned around and was like, I'm ready, and you were like, I have to like put makeup on because that's what most people do is do something beyond just put their clothes on. And I was like, oh, I guess I like stalled and like tried a ponytail versus hair down. Like I just don't wear makeup. It's like a very just less work. Again, we talked about this last week. My whole ethos is do less. So anytime I do wear makeup, I feel like I am doing it so poorly that it wasn't even worth it. And then it's so difficult to get mascara off, which is usually the one thing I do, that I'm like, I'm wearing it for 7 days. I've got a mascara hangover. So I just would rather not do it.
You used to rock a really beautiful red lip.
I did.
When
We were going through our
the
throwback
archives.
there was a lipstick phase, and
yeah,
there was
that's
a cool orangey one that I had. Oh, that was a fun phase. But now I have very, very minimal makeup, so I'm trying to focus at least on like nicer, healthier, glowier skin. So I'm excited to try my Peter Thomas Roth under eye stuff and my Cetaphil Healthy Renew together.
I don't know how I'm arriving at this, but I just went from going out and fanciness to hotel situations. It's made me realize about a little visitor that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Stephanie's talking. Do you want to listen to what she's saying? Okay, put it in your...
I was going to ask who Spencer saw this week. Can we talk about that?
We can. He
Because I just genuinely want to know the story.
Casually ran into JD Vance this week, and it was the most like ships in the night passing moment. He said so my husband works at a hotel. It's too hard to get in. And they were doing an event, and he said there was Secret Service everywhere, so he knew someone was there, but he's not the kind of person. He's, those memes you always see where you're like, my husband hates gossip, his best friend's getting divorced, he has no idea why. That's my husband. He's like, I don't know, Secret Service is everywhere. Why would I care? I'm like, I would be asking. I would be like peeking behind every door. And he said there were 2 cars blocking. He was trying to set up for this event and carrying this big case of wine. And he like nodded to this guy in the car and was like, can I come through? And the guy was, yeah, come on. And so he like walks through, and he's like backing through a door to try and get this case of wine in, and looks up, and JD Vance is standing directly in front of him and was like, sorry, sir, come on in. And he was like, oh, sorry. And then just kept walking. And he was like, I should have said something. I was like, well, what would you have said? What? And I don't know what I would have said in that moment. I think the right thing is, pardon me. Like you're running into someone with a case of wine. Yeah, I don't know. Like, who'd you vote for? Like, what are you supposed to say in that moment?
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
I love
Thanks
the book.
for being here. I hope you feel safe. Like Secret Service was just everywhere. Are you having trouble hearing? Okay. Do you want to go back and finish your movie? Okay, I'll put it on after.
Okay, after the other Cinderella movie.
After this Cinderella movie's over, we'll put on the other Cinderella movie. Deal?
This one like my dress.
This one like your dress. Deal. Love you.
I'll give me a sip of water first.
Okay, you can have a sip of my water. But speaking of celebrities, I posted a silly video on my personal TikTok account that went viral a couple weeks ago about a pill dispenser that I have repurposed into a snack container because obviously that's more important. You don't need bulk pills walking around town. You need bulk snacks of various flavors and deliciousness. Ashley Graham just liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have reached a new tier of celebrity where my ingenious snack brain has reached who I would consider a level A list celebrity. And I feel like that now by association makes me at least
What is she doing now? I think
G-list.
I think I saw she's
on Broadway
Yes.
in Chicago.
Doing in
I haven't
Chicago.
heard the best reviews, but I hope she's having fun.
Tell me more about this pill dispenser snack situation. Is it
Oh
literally
my gosh.
a pill dispenser but with
Yeah.
snacks? So
Yeah.
it must be like a jumbo Costco size thing for
It's
snacks.
round. The top twists, and there's 7 different compartments, and you fill it with whatever snacks you want, intended to be filled with pills. But again,
Like M&M's,
you
Goldfish.
actually would probably use it for pills. You're someone who
But
takes that many supplements.
I was just going to say that sounds like my actual normal pill
Yeah.
dispenser where I have it set up. I take probably 12 different things it's insane.
You're
That's a
their
whole other
original target
podcast.
audience.
Yes,
I
I am-
rebranded it to a new target audience, and it's doing well. And now Ashley Graham hopefully wants one as well.
I know. The supplement routine is like creatine, aminos, fiber, another gut thing, probiotic, vitamin B, vitamin D, prenatal, omegas,
This is another one that I'm chalking up to my do less
methyl.
category.
Yeah, I mean it's excessive. It is. It's excessive.
At what point does
but-
it become expensive pee?
Oh, it's we've reached that point. Yeah, no,
You're
it's
beyond.
expensive
Okay.
pee.
Okay.
But I've also tried to I take it so I could maximize the absorption. So I always take it with breakfast. I never take it on an empty stomach. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Part
part
of your
of my
routine.
world. But also part of my new wellness world, which you will appreciate, is got an ice plunge. So that is my Mother's Day, I don't know, whatever,
Amazing.
birthday gift that Craig found. Of course, he did like all the research. And so I'm building out my entire wellness sanctuary in our basement. We have our
I can't wait to visit.
sauna, ice plunge.
Now you just have to figure out how to get rid of the
Peloton.
ticks.
Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so gross. Okay,
It's
can I tell you
crazy.
something disgusting? So we
Please,
can
I
edit this
would
out.
love to. And it's just us here, so no one else is going to know.
I reached there was a new low with the tick situation. I'm walking Lemon and she keeps like dragging her butt. You know, they do that butt wipe thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And she never does that. Never does that. I'm like, oh gosh, I pick up her tail. Fuck. I'm like, I gotta do it. There are 2 ticks literally in her butthole. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
you know how much I love you? I love you so much. I'm going to
Did you barehand it?
I barehanded
Oh my
I
god.
barehanded it with this is after this
With
is
your
before I
new
got my
nails?
nails done. No, I'm done. But luckily it was before, and I
Okay.
bare knuckled it and got 2 ticks out of her actual butthole. That's how much I love my
That's
dog.
insane.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And
luckily
she
it was- her
doesn't
butt was
she take
clean.
something to keep the ticks off?
So what she takes is a prescription that when ticks bite her, we want the ticks to actually attach because they die instantly, and then
She's
we want the
full
ticks
of
to
tick
like
poison.
exactly want them to attach and die versus like be repelled and then still live around the house. We live on 20 acres. We have
Yeah, yeah.
deer. We have
There's no getting rid of ticks.
it's just life, and it's disgusting, and we're in the prime time season of it, so it's just something to be aware of. But I'm also deadly afraid of like Lyme disease, which
Yeah.
having any sort of chronic illness like that is so debilitating. And so, we're really careful, and it happens. But that was my new low, was the the tick butthole.
Anything
So,
for Lemon. I forget, what was it? It was more than 20 that we took off Lucy last time we visited.
I mean, that's insane. That's a new record.
But she also, she's longer hair, darker hair than Lemon.
Mhm.
They were hiding in there. They were just living their best lives. Ooh,
Crazy.
we'll share dog pics on socials this week. Everyone needs
So
a
what's
visual.
going on
Not
this
of
weekend?
buttholes. Not of
Oh
buttholes.
my God. So gross.
We are doing nothing this weekend. And I'm curious to see, because normally this is a wild weekend on the lake.
Mm.
We literally live, I'm staring out at boats in the lake right now. And normally it is just a zoo and boats everywhere, chaos, flotillas, parades. Sometimes there's political parades. There's just a lot happening. And it's disgusting. I think we're maybe supposed to get into the upper 50s, not even in the 60s all weekend. And I feel so bad for people who have planned to come to the lake and spend a nice, wonderful long weekend here. It's not a great lake weekend. It's great to be someone who lives on the lake full time and you can just sit inside and watch a Cinderella movie marathon with your kids. But it is just not nice. And I didn't tell you this. This is so much fun. So Stephanie and I normally talk a lot, but we intentionally are not talking between these tapings so that we have actual life updates to share. We sold our boat.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so what does that mean? Are you getting a new one?
Yeah, eventually we'll get a new one, but sold it. We had a very, very nice, fancy pontoon boat and a 70-pound German Shepherd and an almost 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And we need a boat that we don't have to take care of as well as we were taking care of this boat. We need a beater.
You need a little downgrade.
Yeah, exactly. We needed a downgrade. It was great while it lasted. And we got a great deal when we purchased it. We got a great deal selling it. So we're very happy with both ends of this boat ownership journey. So we're looking for a new one. But again, we don't need a boat this weekend.
Pontoon, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing.
I'm obsessed with
You
pontoons.
can't. So our lake is very much 50-50 pontoon and wakeboarding, which is very interesting. We are not at all part of the wake community. We have several neighbors who are. It is just not. I would probably injure myself just stepping onto a wakeboarding boat. My husband scurfs, so he will tow a line behind a pontoon boat and ride on his surfboard in the lake. But we are not wakeboarding people. We are pontoon, floating living room, just happy hour sunset people. So we are not looking for anything. We're looking for something that just can get us from point A to point B. We're not looking to do any tricks.
I can't wait. We better get one soon. So when I come, we can be
You don't want to come yet anyway. Like we wouldn't even use it if we had the boat this weekend. It's so gross. But yes, we're getting a new boat. Don't you worry.
We have a babysitter tonight. I can count on one hand the amount of times that we've gotten a babysitter, so Craig and I can go out, which is very rare.
It's amazing.
Which is really sad, but it's also very rare. So we're gonna
I
go
love
up to
that.
Hudson. There's a kind of a creative party we're going to, and then we're doing a dinner. And then
I love that.
tomorrow morning, Coach Steph will be doing soccer at 9 a.m. It's gonna be
Team
nice and
Ladybugs.
cold for the ladybugs.
How were your visitors? You had visitors last weekend.
It was so nice. We had such, it was a very, very easy weekend. And I think that's what you want with friends is just ease. And also the weather was amazing, which again, I know we keep talking about the weather, but you get it. Like with kids, you need to be able to be outside and open the door.
Totally.
And it changes everything. And so we just had a beautiful long weekend where we went to Westwind Orchard, I went to Catskills Cocktail Club, we went to Innis, Arrowwood, and we just did
All the regulars.
very chill, upstate, easy weekend.
Good.
The kids all get along.
That's
it
what my
was
husband
nice.
and
Yeah,
I
it was really
talk about that
nice.
often. There are people who visit who are net neutral when they come into your home. It's just you're living your life and they happen to be there as well. There are people who visit that require you to do more work than you are already doing in your everyday life. And there are people who come into your home and they take something off of your plate. And all of those visitors are welcome in our home, but they are very different experiences. And it's so interesting just to the way you prep and plan for each of the, and because before someone comes in what category they fall into. So it's very nice to have people that are net neutral or taking something off of your plate in your home.
Yeah,
it's a nice treat.
These are our two of our best friends, and it was as long as we have plenty of food, plenty of wine, kids are healthy and happy.
What more do you need?
You're good.
What more do you need?
Brought their dog. Lemon was taken care of. It was great. Everyone had someone. Everyone had someone.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Well, hopefully you have many more of those weekends coming out. We need to figure out when we can come visit.
I know. We got to do this from.
Lucy's in need of some tick
Oh, my
fights.
God.
Jeez, Duke. Like,
Hi.
sneak attacks.
Very interesting going on.
This is actually amazing for the people who are watching this and not just listening. You will never see this cat aside from this. This cat will be in hiding. There are people who in my life who have been to my home and have never seen this cat. This cat will only come out of hiding for me and my husband. So, Duke,
Privileged.
the world.
Meet the world, sir. He's such a good trooper. Okay. All right.
There we go. Sip happens.
Here we go. Hip happens. Episode 3.
Hey,
Follow
shout
us.
out to Spencer who managed to sneak a chicken parm hero into our movie date this week. He deserves a special shout out. He was nervous. He was very uncomfortable. And he loved every bite of it.
Wow. Congratulations. I'm so glad he was able to get over that fear. I'm sure he was a little traumatized, but we're so proud
Along
of
with
him for-
our snack container full of candy that we brought, of course, because we need it.
Naturally.
I'll send you one. I'll send you a snack
Perfect.
container.
Okay.
Until next
Bye.
week.
Until. Bye.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone.